Yeah.
Okay, good tvach. Today's daf is daf Nun Zayin. We're going to start the first line of daf Nun Zayin. That's where Rabbi Aster left off. So we're continuing the discussion about dreams, things you see in your dream, what they mean. Haraya Huna b'chaloim. If someone sees the name Huna in a dream, you see the name Huna printed out in a dream, Nes Nasle. It's a sign that a miracle will happen for him. The reason for this is because Huna has a nun in it, like Nes. Another reason is that Huna is also from Lashon China, which means grace. Chanina, Chananya, Yechran, Nisi, Nisim, Nasalai. If you see the name Chanina or Chananya or Yechanan, then many Nisim will happen for you because these have multiple nuns in the word. Haraya Hesped b'chalaim. If you see a Hesped in the dream, Menashamayim chasu alav uftu. From Menashamayim, they spared him and they redeemed him. V'hani mili b'chsava. This is only if it was in a written form. You saw it in the written form. Someone that in his dream he answers Yehesh Meir Abba is guaranteed that he's going to get Olam Haba. Someone that reads Kriya Shema in his dream, he's fit that the Shechina should dwell on him. The only thing is the doyer was not zeicha. His doyer was not zeicha for this to happen. Someone that's putting on tefillin in his dream, he should anticipate that he will get gedula, greatness. Shenamar, as it says in the pasuk, and the nations of the world will see that the name of Hashem is called on you. That what are they going to see and realize that you and then be scared of you? This is the tefillin shabaraish. Someone that davens in his dream, simin yafaloi. It's a good simin for him. That's as long as he didn't finish the tefillah before he woke up. He woke up while he's still in the middle of this tefillah. Habal imay b'chalaim. Someone that had relations with his mother in a dream. Yitzapa lebina. He should anticipate that he'll get bina. Shenamar, it says in the pasuk, ki im lebina sikra. If to bina, you call. And im is also from the same word as a, my mother. Habal naira meirasa. Someone that has relations with a betrothed naira. Yitzapa leteira should await teira. Shenamar, as it says in the pasuk, Teira tzivalanu Moshe Mirasha Kilas Yaakov. Ha'tekrei Meirasha, don't read it as Meirasha, as an inheritance, Ela Meirasa, a betrothed. Habal achaysi b'chalaim, someone that has relations with his sister in a dream, Yitzapel l'chachma, should await chachma. Shenamar, it says in the pasuk, Emer l'chachma achaysi at. Say to chachma that you are my sister. Habal eshes ish b'chalaim, someone that has relations with another man's wife in a dream, muftach le shehu ben olam haba, is guaranteed that he will get olam haba. There's two conditions. Ahani mili, this is all in talking about yadala, that he doesn't know her, v'lo yihir ba me'orta, and he wasn't thinking about her the night before. We already said earlier that dreams are usually a combination of what you're thinking about. So then, if he was thinking about her, it doesn't count. But if he was just happened to dream, so that means that he's also going to get his friend's chelak in Olam Haba. Omar Rav Chia bar Abba said, Haraya chitim b'chaloim, someone that sees wheat in a dream, Ra Shalom will see peace. Shenamar, it says in the pasuk, Hasam gevulech Shalom chel chitim yaspiech. That he puts peace in your borders, by your boundaries. That the cream of the wheat will satisfy you. Someone that sees barley in a dream, it's a sign that his sins will turn away. And your avainas will turn away, and your chatos will be atoned. The sar similar to the word sa'irim. Rabbi Zera said, we know that Rabbi Zera went from Bavel to Eretz Yisrael, so he said, I didn't go up from Bavel up to Eretz Yisrael until I had a dream that I saw barley in the dream. If someone sees a vine with grapes in a dream, it's a sign that his wife will not have stillborn children. Shenamar, how do we know? Because it said in the pasuk, Eshtecha kigefen peiria. Your wife will be like a fruitful vine. Seireka, if he sees just the branch of vine in his dream, Yitzapel Mashiach. He should await the coming of Mashiach. Shenamar, it says in the pasuk, Eisrei lagefen irai v'lsayreka b'ni asoynai. He will tie his donkey to the vine branch of the donkey's child. So here the donkey is compared to talking about. This pasuk is talking about when Mashiach will come. Haraya te'ena b'chalaim. Someone sees a fig in a dream. Teirasei mishtameres b'kirbai. His Torah will be guarded within him. Shenemar noitzer te'ena yoichal pirya. Someone that guards the fig will eat its fruit. Haraya rimayim b'chalaim. Someone who sees pomegranates in a dream. So then it depends. Zutre, if the pomegranates were small, so pri iske krimayna. It's a sign that his business will be fruitful like a pomegranate. Rav Revei, if the pomegranate that he saw in his dream was big, it was large, then Ravi iske krimayna. Then it's a sign that not only will his business be fruitful, but it will constantly be increasing. Just like the fruit, the seeds, there's a lot of seeds in a pomegranate, and the seeds represent that they grow on their own, so his business will kind of take off on its own. Palge, if he sees pomegranates that are split in half, so im Talmid Chacham hu yitzapel Torah. If he's a Talmid Chacham, then he should expect Torah. Because it says in the pasuk, Ashkecha miyayin harekach masis rimayni. I would give you to drink from spiced wine the juice of my pomegranates. If the person who saw the split pomegranates in the dream is a amaretz, yitzapel mitzvahs, he should wait mitzvahs. Shenemar, as it says in the pasuk, kefela charimein rekasech, like a section of pomegranate is your temples. My rekasech, what does it mean rekasech? That I feel rekadin shebecha malei mitzvahs karimin. Even the empty ones, rekasech means temples, but also means empty. Even the empty ones of you is full of mitzvahs karimin. Throughout, in the few times the Gemara has this idea said a little differently, but here it says that even the empty ones of the Yidden are full of mitzvahs, like a pomegranate is full of seeds. Someone that sees olives in a tree, sees olives in a dream. So zutre, if they're small, pari v'ravi v'koi iske kezesim. They will be fruitful and be increasing and endure. His business like olives. His business will get bigger like olives. V'hani mili pri. This is if he saw the olive. Avali lane. If he sees the olive tree, havin lebanim merubin. He will have many children. Shenemar banecha k'shilei zeisim. That the children will be like the olive shoots. Some say if you see a zayis in a dream, shem tov yitzalai, a good name will come from him. Shenemar, as it says in the pasuk, zayis ra'anon yafa prisoyar kara Hashem shemecha. The pasuk means that Hashem called your name, leafy olive tree, a beautiful and nice fruit. If someone sees olive oil in a dream, he should wait for the light of Torah. And we know that olive oil was used for parts of the menorah in the Mishkan of Mikdash, and that represents the Torah. Someone that sees a date in a dream, it's a sign that his avaynais were finished, were stopped. Your Avedas were finished, the daughter of Tzion. Rav Yosef says, if you see a goat in a dream, he will have a benched year. Azim, if he sees many goats, he will have many blessed years. Shenamar, it says in the pasuk, that it will be enough, the milk of the goats for your bread. So we see that that's enough that you'll have the goats will give you livelihood. If you see a hadas, a myrtle branch in a dream, it's a sign that his assets will be successful for him. If he doesn't have assets, a inheritance will come to him from another place. Amar Ula v'amrilam. Ula says, and some say that we learned it in a brisa, but who the chaza b'chinayu? That's as long as he sees the hadas still attached to the ground. Haraya esrig b'chaloim. Someone who sees an esrig in a dream, so it's a sign that hadu lifnei kaini is beautiful in front of his creator. Shenemar, it says in the pasuk, pri eitz hadar kapis tamarim, that the esrig was a beautiful fruit. Haraya lulav b'chaloim. Someone that sees a lulav in a dream, ein loy alalev echad lavish hashemayim. It's a sign that there's one heart to his Father in heaven. The word lulav is loy lev. His heart's to him. Haraya avaz b'chaloim. Someone that sees a goose in a dream, yitzapel chachma, should await chachma. Shenemar, chachma is bachutz taruna. That the wisdom will run out in the streets and make noise. Someone that has relations with the goose in his dream, it's a sign that he will become the Rosh Hashiva. Omar Rav Ashi, as Rav Ashi said, I saw it in a dream, uvasi Allah, and I had relations with it. V'silkis l'gdula, and I got gdula. He became the Rosh Hashiva in Rashi says in Mosul Mechasya. Haraya tarnagol b'chalaim. Someone that sees a male chicken in a dream, yitzapel even zachar, he should await that he will have a male son. Tarnagolim, if he sees many, yitzapel levanim zacharim, he should await that he will have many sons. Tarnagoiles, if he sees a hen, yitzapa, he should wait the tarbitza na'a v'gila, to a garden that's beautiful and that he will rejoice in it. Rashi says the word tarnagoiles could be broken down into tarbitza na'a v'gila. Haraya beitzim b'chalaim, someone that sees eggs in his dream, so teluya b'kashasai, so his bakasha is suspended. We don't know what's going to happen, because just like an egg, you can't see the inside. So too, we don't know what's going to be with his bakasha. Nishtabru, if the egg is broken, nasis bakashasai, then we know that his bakasha will be fulfilled. And the same thing is v'chein aguzim, same thing with nuts, v'chein keshuim, with cucumbers, v'chein kol kli zechuchis, any glassware material, v'chein kol nishbarim kelu, or anything like these that break easily, that we don't know what's going to happen inside, but once they're broken, then we know that that's a good sign that his bakasha will be fulfilled. Says the Gemara, hanichnas lekrach, someone that has a dream that he goes into a large town, nas lechafatzav, it's a sign that his desires will be fulfilled. Shenamar, as it says in the pasuk, vayanchim el mechois cheftzam, and he guided them to their desired place. Hamagaleach roishe b'chalaim, someone that cuts the hair of his head in a dream, simen yafalai, it's a good sign for him. Roishe viziknai, if he has a dream that he's cutting the hair of his head and the hair of his beard, loy ulachol mishpachtai, it's a good sign for him and for his whole family. Hayoshev bariva katana, someone who's sitting on a small boat, shem tev yotzalai, a good name will come from him. Bariva gedayla, if he's sitting on a large boat, loy ulachol mishpachtai, a good name will come for him and his entire family. V'hani mili the medalye deluye. This is only if, as Rashi says, that the boat is on top of the waves. That shows that he's going to be on top of it. Hanifne b'chalaim, someone that uses the bathroom in a dream, simin yafalai, it's a good sign for him. Shenamar, it says in the pasuk, mi hartzai li paseach, that one who must void hasten to be opened. V'hani mili delay kineach, that's as long as he didn't wipe himself in the dream. Because if he wiped himself, then his hands get dirty. Ha'oil legag b'chalaim, someone that had a dream, he went up onto a roof. Oil legdula, it's a sign that he will go up to gedula. Yarad, if he went down in his dream, then yered migdulase, it's a sign that he will go down from his gedula. Abai v'Rava damartavayu, Abai and Rava both say kivan sha'ala Allah. Once you go up, and you don't go down from your gedula. Hakireya begada b'chalaim, someone who rips his clothes in a dream. Kodim like zardinai, it's a sign that any zardin that he had from him will be ripped up. Ha'imid arim b'chalaim, someone who's standing naked in his dream. So it depends. Bavel, if he was in Bavel, so aimid b'lechet, then it's a sign that he's standing without any sin. He has no averis, because Bavel, most of the people were did Averis in Bavel. So when he's standing naked, it's a sign that he's different than everyone else. He's without Avera. But B'Eretz Yisrael, Aram Blei Mitzvahs. If he's in Eretz Yisrael and he dreamed that he was naked, so it's naked without mitzvahs, because Eretz Yisrael, we have a lot of mitzvahs that are just Tali Ba'eretz, like all Trumas and Maasros. So there, if he's standing, it means he's without these mitzvahs that are special for the land of Eretz Yisrael. Hanisbes L'Sradyot, someone that was captured by a Roman soldier, Shmira Nasislai. It's a sign that he'll have Shmira. Nesanu B'Kailar, if they're put him in chains, Haysifal Shmira Al Shmirasai. It's a double. He has a double level of Shmira, of watching, of protection. V'Hani Mili B'Kailar. This is only if he was actually put into chains. But if he was just tied up in rope, then no. This is in his dream. Hanichnas la'agam b'chaloim. Someone that had a dream that he went into a swamp. Nasir Rosh Yeshiva. It's a sign that he will be made Rosh Yeshiva. Layar Nasir Rosh Nekala. If he went into a dream that he went into a forest, it's a sign that he will be made the Rosh Nekala. So Rashi explains what's the difference here. So a yar is a swamp that the branches, the reeds, are very, very close together. So this is a sign that will become a yeshiva, where everyone would come to the shir, even people on many different levels, great and not so great if they understood, and everyone was there. But then they would all leave with the Rosh Yeshiva, and only the people at the higher level would stay, and the Rosh Bnei Kala would give over the shir at a higher level to explain them. So that was in the yar, the trees are further apart, so that represents the Rosh Bnei Kala. Rav Papa and Rav Huna Breder Rav Yeshua Chal Zechalma. Rav Papa and Rav Huna, the son of Rav Yeshua, both saw a dream. Rav Papa, the Ayla Agma, Rav Papa in his dream, he saw that he went into an agam, into a swamp, Nasir Shiva. He was made a Shiva. Rav Huna Breder Rav Yeshua, the Ayla Yar, Rav Huna, the son of Rav Yeshua, in his dream, he went up into a forest, Nasir Nekala. He was made into the head of the Nekala. Ikadim Damri, some say Tarvayla Agma Aili, that they actually both of them in their dream they went to Agam. El Rav Papa, the Tali Tavla Nasir Shiva. Rav Papa in his dream he had bells hanging from him, so he was made there a Shiva. The bells connotes a lot of noise were being made, and that's why a lot of people that were by the Shiva of the Shiva. And Rav Huna Breder Rav Yeshua the Tali Tavla Nasir Nekala, and Rav Huna, who did not have these bells, he was made to the Rosh Nekala. Rav Ashi said, I had a dream where I went into an agam, v'talye tavla, and I had the bells, v'navche bar nevuche, and I was making a lot of noise with them. And we know that he became, like we said earlier, that he became the Rosh Yeshiva. So we see that if you go into the agam, or whether, for sure, if the bells were there and he's making the noise, it's a sign that he become Rosh Yeshiva. Tani Tana Kamed Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. A teacher of Brachos taught in front of Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. Hamak is dam b'chalayim, someone that lets out blood in a dream. It's a sign that his avainos, his sins, will be forgiven. Says the Gemara of Atanya Avainos Storinlai. We learned somewhere else. We learned in a Brisa that it's a sign that your sins will be set up for him. So the Gemara says, "My sidurin sidurin limachal." What does it mean? Sidurin will be set up. Sidurin machal will be set up to be forgiven. Tana Kamed Rav Sheshes. A teacher of Brachos taught in front of Rav Sheshes. Harayin nachash b'chalaim. Someone that sees a snake in a dream. Parnasasai mizumeneslai. It's a sign that his parnasa is prepared for him. Nishachai. If the snake bites him, nichber. It's a sign that he'll get double parnasa. Hargai, if he kills the snake of the parnasasai, it's a sign that he will lose his parnasa. Amar Rav Sheshes. Rav Sheshes said to him, Kol shekain shenichpla parnasasai. If he kills him, even more so that his parnasa will be doubled. But we're going back to what we said, that the way you interpret a dream is how is the way it comes out. So we're going to say that Rav Sheshes was a little bit biased here because he actually had a dream where he killed a snake, so he was trying to preemptively interpret it in a positive way, so it should happen positive. Like Mara says, V'loihi. It's actually not so like Rav Sheshes said. The standard is like this. Rav Sheshes, who the chaza, havya b'chelmei v'katlei. But Rav Sheshes was trying to change it because he actually saw this in a dream, and he killed a snake in his dream, so he was trying to change the outcome of it.
What's the shaykh's nachash kapanasa?
Yeah. She says that, yeah.
Because the snake, wherever he goes, he has this food ready for him.
Right, yes. The snake has his food ready. He eats dirt. It's always there. So the parnas will be ready for him. Tani Tana Kamed Rav Yechanan. Teacher Bryce is taught in front of Rav Yechanan. Komedi mashkin yafin l'chaloim. All types of beverages is good for a dream. Chutz min hayayin, except for wine. Yes, they say with tevla. Yes, they say with ali. Wine, it's undetermined. Some people drink it and it's good for them in the dream, and some people drink it and it's bad for them. Yes, they say with tevla. Some people drink the wine in their dream and it's good for them. Shenemar, it says in the pasuk v'yayin samach enoish, that wine makes happy the heart of a man. The yes, they say with ali, and some people drink it and it's bad for them. Shenemar, it says in the pasuk tenu shecher la'ovid v'yayin lemari nafesh. I give the beer to the person that loses it, and wine to the people that are bitter. Amar le Rav Yechanan Latana. Rav Yechanan said to this person, Talmid Chacham la'olam tevlei. Teach it that for Talmid Chacham it's always good. You said we don't know. So he said, teach it for Talmid Chacham, drinking wine in a dream is always good. Shenemar, it says in the pasuk, Lechu lachmi belachmi ushsu b'yayin masachti. Come and partake of my food and drink of the wine that I mixed. Rabbi Yechanan said, Hishkim v'nafal pasuk l'seich piv. Someone wakes up and a pasuk just comes out of his mouth. There's a pasuk in his mind. Harei nevuah ketana. It's a small nevuah. So we actually had this earlier. If you remember, we had this earlier. Rabbi Yechanan said it. So why do you say it here? So before you could say that. Before when we said we were trying to say that it was in the idea of the outcome of your dreams, so you could make it. So maybe there. Now we're saying that even whatever context, that if you wake up with a pasuk on your mouth, it's a nevuah katana. Tana Rabbanan, we learned in a brayso. Shloisha melachim heim. There are three kings whose appearance in a dream has special meaning. Haroya David b'chalaim. Someone sees David HaMelech in a dream. Yitzapel Chasidus, he should anticipate Chasidus, because David HaMelech said, Ki Chasid ani, that I'm a Chasid, so he should wait for Chasidus. Shloimei, if he sees Shloimei HaMelech in a dream, Yitzapel Chachma, he should await Chachma, because we know Shloimei was the smartest of all men. Achov, Yidag min Pranos. If he sees Achov in a dream, he should be worried about Pranos. Achov was a big Rasha who made a lot of problems. Gimel Nevi'im Heim. There's three Sifrei Nevi'im that if he sees them, he should. They have special meaning. So Sefer Melachim Yitzapel Gedula. If he sees the Sefer Melachim, he should expect Gedula. Yecheskel Yitzapel Chachma. Yecheskel he should expect Chachma. Yecheskel is the Ma'aseh Merkava, which is a lot of Chachma. Yeshaya, Yitzapel Nechama. Yeshaya should expect Nechama, consolation. Yeshaya speaks all about the consolation of the Yidden. And Yirmiyah, Yidag min Paranos. Yirmiyah, you should worry about Paranos. Yirmiyah is the Sefer Yirmiyah speaks about the warnings of the Yidden if they don't do tshuva, that the basement shall be destroyed. Even though it said 3, here it says 4 things. In the Agas Gra, he actually takes away Yeshaya. Okay, there's 3 of the larger books of Ksuvim that if he sees them, they have special meaning. So what are they? Sefer Tehillim Yitzapel Chassidus. If he sees the Sefer Tehillim, he should wait Chassidus. Mishle Yitzapel Chachma, and Iyai Yidag min Paranos. He should be worried about punishment. There's 3 smaller books of Ksuvim that also have symbolic meaning. Someone that sees the Sefer of Shir HaShirim in a dream, Yitzapel Chassidus. Shir HaShirim speaks of the relationship between Hashem and the Yidden. Kaiheles Yitzapel Chachma. Kaiheles, which is also written by Shlomo as well as Mishlei before, he should wait Chachma. And Kinais Yidag min Paranos. If he sees Kinais, he should worry about Paranos, punishment. Harayim Megillas Esther. If he sees Megillas Esther, Nes Nasalai. So here, it also says Megillas Esther. It's a 4th one, but it says it separately, so it's not a problem. That if he sees Megillas Esther in his dream, it's a sign that a miracle will happen for him. Shloisha Chacham Meheim. There's 3 Chachamim that if he sees them in his dream, they have special meaning. Haraya Rabbi B'chalai Mitzapel Chachma. If he sees Rabbi in his dream, he should expect Chachma. Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah, Yitzapi Lashiros. Rabbi Lezer ben Azariah was very rich, so he should expect Ashiros. Rabbi Shmuel ben Elisha, Yidag ben Aparanos. If he sees Rabbi Shmuel ben Elisha, he should worry about Aparanos. Rabbi Shmuel ben Elisha was one of the 10 Asar Harugi Malchus who was killed in a terrible, gruesome way, so he should be worried about that. There's 3 Talmidei Chachamim that, if he sees them, have special meaning. If he sees Ben Azai in his dream, he should wait Chassidus. Ben Zayma, Yitzap al-Chachma. Acher, Yidag ben Apranis. Interestingly, these are 3 of the 4 people that went into Pardes. And Rabbi Akiva is the only one who doesn't mention here. But they each have something. Yacher, of course, who became a Apikaitis, so you have to worry about Paranis. All types of animals that you see in a dream is a good sign. Chutz min apil va'koif va'kipoid. Except for the elephant, the koif is the monkey, va'kipoid, I think, is a weasel.
We said this earlier.
We said this earlier.
Without the couple,
right. V'amar Mar, says the Gemara, but didn't Mar say, same, it's a repetition of what it said earlier, the beginning of last daf. V'amar Mar, if he sees an elephant in a dream, it's a sign that he'll have wonders made for him. So the Gemara says, this is where it's saddled, and here's where it's not saddled. All types of metal tools are good for a dream. Chutz mimar pesel v'kardaim. Except for I think it's a hoe, a mattock, and an axe. Because these are used to destroy. It's as long as he saw them with the blade on the handle. If he sees them, then they're able to destroy. So then it's not a good sign. But if he just sees them regular, so then it's fine. All types of fruit are good in a dream. Chutz mipage tamra, except for unripe dates. All types of vegetables are, if he sees them, are good sign in a dream. Chutz mirashe lefasos, except for the tops of turnips. Says the Gemara V'Hamar Rav, but didn't Rav say, I didn't become rich until I saw the tops of turnips in my dream? So the Gemara says, when Rav saw it, he saw it attached to the ground. But when you see it not attached, it's not a good sign. All types of colors, all colors are good in a dream, except for tchelas, which is a bluish green. That's a sign of someone that looks when he's sick. All types of birds are good in a dream. I think these are different kinds of owls that they have. Rashi explains their eyes are interesting, like the front of their head, so it's not a good sign to see them. Haguf me'ein meshivin marchivin simin. Okay. Gimel nichnasin leguf ve'ein aguf nene mehen. There's 3 things that go into the body, but the body has no hana from it. These are gudgonius, v'chafnius upagitamra. Gudgonius are cherries. V'chafnius are a certain type of bad dates. Upagitamra are unripe dates. There are 3 things that don't go into the body, but the body has hana from it. Elohein, rechitza, v'sicha, v'tashmish. These are washing, sicha is anointing, and tashmish is relations. There's 3 things that are a me'ein of Eilam Haba, of the world to come. Elohein, these are they: Shabbos, Shemesh, v'tashmish. Shabbos, the sun, and tashmish. Says the Gemara, tashmish demai, tashmish of what? Ilay tashmish shemita. If you're going to say that over here, tashmish also means tashmish shemita relations. But it weakens the body. Ero tashmish lekavim. It means use of the going to the bathroom. Shloisha mashivin daite shal adam. There's three things that calm down the mind of a person. Elohein. These are them. Kol umara v'reach. Kol, the sweet voice of a woman or a good voice. Umara, beautiful pictures of pictures or buildings. V'reach, and good smell. Shloisha marchivin daite shal adam. Three things broaden the mind of a person. Elohein, dira na'ev, ishana v'kelim na'im. A nice house, a nice wife, and nice furnishings. Chamisha v'shisha v'asara siman. Chamisha echad meshishim. There's 5 things that are 1 of 60th. Elohein, these are what they are. Eish, dvash, v'shabes, v'shina v'chalayim. Fire, honey, Shabbos, sleep, and a dream. Fire is 1/60th of Gehenim. Dvash echad meshishim leman. Honey is 1/60th of the mon. Shabbos echad meshishim lemhaba. Shabbos, which you already said was made of lemhaba, is 1/60th of lemhaba. Shina echad meshishim lemisa. Sleep is 1/60th of death. We know this is why we say when we wake up, Maidani. Chaloim echad meshishim nevuah. And a dream is a 60th of nevuah, prophecy. Shisha dvarim simin yafa l'chayla. There are 6 things that are a good sign for a sick person. Eluhein, this is what they are. Itush, a sneeze. It used to be that you sneeze, that was why they died. So now, so that's why we say so gesund or whatever, because so a sneeze is a good sign. Zeya, sweat. Shilshul is using the bathroom. Kari, v'shina. Kari and Nashina asleep. V'chaloim, and a dream. Itosh tichsiv. How do we know a sneeze is good? Tichsiv atishisav soihel tahel oir. His sneeze is flashlight. Zeya, how do we know that sweat is good? That even though it was a kloa from Hashem to Adam, but nevertheless, it says with the sweat of your palms you'll eat lechem, you'll have bread. Shilshul dichsiv, how do we know that using the bathroom? Dichsiv, it's written, mihar tsoyeli paseach lo yamus lashachas. Someone who needs to relieve himself hastens to be released and will not die in the pit. Kari dichsiv, yira zera yarech yam. You'll see zera and will have long years. Shina dichsiv, sleep, as it's written, yeshanti oz yenuachli. I'll sleep and there will be a rest for me. Chaloim, asleep dichsiv, as it says, vatachlimeni v'chiyeni. I had a dream and it gave me life. Shisha dvarim merapanes achayla mecholyoy urefuasay refuah. There are 6 things that heal a sick person from a sickness, and the refuah is a lasting refuah. Elohein, this is what they are. Krov, which is cabbage. Visardin, this is beets, usradin beets. Visisin yevation, which is dried pennyroyal. The keva, this is the animal stomach. The heres, this is the animal's womb. The yisaris hakaved, and this is the animal, the diaphragm. The yesh aimrim afdagim ketanim. Some say also small fish. Not only does it a good healing, but eating small fish is good for the whole body of the person. It makes him fruitful and healthy, the whole body. There are 10 things that make a sick person, return a sick person back to sickness, and the sickness is even worse. Elohein, these are the 10. Ha'eichel basar shar, someone that eats meat of an ox. Basar shemen, fatty meat. Basar tzali, roasted meat. Basar tziparim, meat of birds. Ubeisa tzluya, and roasted egg. V'teglachas, and shaving. The shachalayim is someone who eats cress. V'acholov, milk. V'agvina, cheese. V'hamerchotz, and bathing. V'yashayim afagozim, some people say also nuts. Some say also cucumbers. Tana Dvei Rabbi Shmuel, we learned in the Yeshiva Rabbi Shmuel, Lama Nikra Shmon Kishuim. Why are cucumbers called cucumbers? Why are they called Kishuim? Reishem Koshim, because they are kosher, they're hard for the body. Kecharvais, like swords. Says the Gemara, Ini, is it so that cucumbers are bad for you? Vaksiv, but it's written in the Pasuk. This is in the Nevuah for Rivka Imenu. Vayemer Hashem lo shnei goyim bevitneich. And Hashem said to her, there's two nations in your womb. So why they were fighting so much. He say, Al tikra goyim el gayim. Don't read it. Goyim, nations, el gayim, prior ones. V'am Rabbi Yehuda amar Rav, Elu Antoninus v'Rebbe. These were Antoninus, who was the emperor, and Rebbe, and they were good friends, and they were both extremely wealthy. Shalai pasak mil shachanam, never ceased to be from their table, like snoin, radish, like chazaris, or horseradish, like kishuin, cucumbers, like mesachamav, like mesachasham. Now in the summer months, now in the winter months. So here we see that Rebbe had it on his table, cucumbers, so how could he say cucumbers are bad? So like kasha, it's not a question. They're bad if they're very large cucumbers, but where thhere they're good, and what Rebbe had on his table was small cucumbers. Tanar Rabbanan, we learned in a brisa. Mace b'bayis, if you have a dream that there's a mace in the house, shalom b'bayis, it's a sign there's peace in the house. Ochal v'shasa, if he eats and drink b'bayis in the house, siman yafel b'bayis, it's a good sign for the house. Not al kelim in a bayis, it's talking about the mace. If he takes kelim from the house, siman ra l'bayis, it's a bad sign for the bayis. Tigmar Rapapa,
talking about a dream? Or
in his dream. In his dream.
We're going back to dreams. Okay.
Yeah. Tigmar Rapapa explained, b'misana v'sandala. It's only talking about what kelim he took, if he took a shoe or a sandal. Because called the shakel shichva ma'ale bar misana v'sandala. Anything that the body takes from the house is good, except for the shoe and the sandal. Called the yar shichva ma'ale bar ma'afra v'chardala. Anything that the body brings into the house is good, except for if he brings dirt and mustard, which these have a connection to misa. So if he brings these, it's not a good sign. But this ends the piece about dreams, by the way. I'm not sure what time it is. I think we'll stop here. Continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially, it's a long one.
Okay, so we'll go a drop further. Okay. The Mishnah said.
There's a clock over there.
Okay. Makom shenekra menu avodas gilulim. If he passes a place where they uprooted from it avodah zara. Tanar Rabbanan, we learned in a brisa. Haraya markoilis. If he sees markoilis, it's the name of a getchka of avodah zara. Omer, he says his bracha. Baruch shenasan erechapayim le'evirid tzoynai. Bench is Hashem who gives forgiveness to those who go against his ratzon. Makim shenekra mimenu avodas kechavim. If he passes a place where it was uprooted from it, avodah zara. Omer, he says, Baruch she'akar akum me'artzeinu. Bench is Hashem that uprooted avodah zara from our lands. Uchashem shenekra makim zeh. And just as he uprooted it from this place, came to akar mikol mekamis Yisrael. Just so too should he uproot it from all places of Yidden. V'hashev leiv avdehem la'avdecha, and he should return the hearts of those that serve you, avodah zara, to serve them, avodah zara, to serve you, Hashem. V'chutz la'aretz ein tzarich leimer v'hashev leiv avdehem la'avdecha. That's only in Eretz Yisrael that he says that end of the lashon. But in Chutz La'aretz, he doesn't need to say the end of that. He should return the hearts of those that serve the avodah zara to serve Hashem. Because most of the people that live in Chutz La'aretz are Ovdei Kechavim. Rabbi Shimon Elazar disagrees and says, even outside Israel you should say this. Why? Because when Mashiach comes, even people they'll become Geirim. Shenemar, it says in the pasuk, as Oz Epoichel Amim Safa Berura. Then I will change over to the nations a clear language that they'll all recognize that Hashem is as the Eibishter. Darash Rav Hamnuna darshaned. Haraya Bavel Harisha. If you see the wicked Bavel, you have to bench 5 brachos. Ra Bavel, if he sees Bavel, the ruins of Bavel, Amar Baruch Shehechre Bavel Harisha. He says, benches Hashem that destroyed the wicked Bavel. Ra Beisei Shel Nebuchadnezzar, if he sees the destroyed palace of Nebuchadnezzar, Omer, he says, Baruch Shehechre Beisei Shel Nebuchadnezzar Harasha. Benches Hashem that destroyed the palace of Nebuchadnezzar Harasha. Raya Goy Shel Arayis Oikiv Shena Eish. If he sees the lion's den that Daniel was thrown into, or the fiery furnace that Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah was thrown into, Omer, he says, Baruch She'asa Nisim Aviseinu Makim Hazeh. Benches Hashem that did miracles to our fathers in this place. Some take away the word Aviseinu, because we're not all from, not necessarily is the Aviseinu, they put in Sadikim Makim Hazeh. Ra Markailis, if you see the Avodah Zarah Markailis, Omer, he says, Baruch She'asa Erech Apayim Le'Evir Ritzaynai. Benches Hashem that gives forgiveness to those that go against his Ratzayn. Ra Makaim Shenatlin Mimenu Offer. If he sees the place where they take from it the offer. So there was a place in Bavel, it was one of the curses that Bavel got, that animals were not able to leave there unless you took some of the dirt in that place and put it on top of the animal. So Ra Makaim Shenatlin Mimenu Offer, if you see this place that the offer was taken from it, Omer Baruch Omer V'Isa Geizer Mekayim. You make the bracha, bench Hashem, he says, and he does, he decrees, and it's fulfilled. Rava, Kiabachazi Chamrei Deshakli Afra. Rava, when he would see donkeys that had this offer on them, Tarif Luhu Yad Al Gabayu, he would slap his hand on their backs. And he would say, Rehutu Tzadiki Lemevid Rusa de Meraichu. Run, righteous ones, to do the will of your master. Okay, we'll stop here.